my joint up on this bitch. I miss you. 2 times.
Alright, man, so look. I originally wasn't going to say anything about this. I wasn't going to talk about this topic. But if you all can allow me and forgive me for being surface level on this channel for about, or at least for the first 5 minutes of this video, I just want to talk about this story because it's everywhere, right? Like, I'm seeing sports channel. When I saw Stephen A. Smith cover this story,
I follow what's percolating and what have you, and I can't ignore what's been transpiring in the rap game. I mean, hip-hop artists Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole.
I was alright, Diddy, I think you got to pass to at least talk about this because I typically am criticizing hip-hop and the things that we talk about in our music, and I'll get to that later in this episode. But let's start off just real fast on a surface level. I'm going to entertain this just for a sec as a hip-hop fan, because I am a hip-hop fan, believe it or not. I just wish that we talked about other things. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake. Kendrick Lamar featured on this song with Future and Metro Boomin for a record called Like That. And I'll be honest, when the record first came out, I didn't like the song.
With me, this first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches.
First person shooter mode. We turning your son to a funeral.
Motherfucker, the big 3. It's just big me. The bum.
Is it K Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We the big 3 like we started a league.
And your best work is a light pack. The Prince outlived Mike Jack. Bum.
Bro, I'm 1 away from Michael. Beat it.
For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see Pet Cemetery.
After about 15 listens, the verse is hard. The verse is hard. And again, we're talking surface level here first. So we're talking about from a technical perspective, from a lyrical perspective, from a talent perspective. The verse is hard. Here's my first problem with Kendrick Lamar. And you all are wrong for this because y'all keep giving people passes. Y'all be prisoners of the moment. But don't worry, DD's here and I'm going to call you out for not getting onto Kendrick Lamar about this first thing, on the surface level first, and then we'll talk more esoteric and more deeper. The first problem I have with Kendrick Lamar, if I'm not mistaken, Kendrick Lamar, you have like 6 or 7 songs with J. Cole. A lot of people don't even realize they had that many records together. Yes, J. Cole and Kendrick have like 6 or 7 records together. They have a record called Shock the World that they released like back in 2012 and 2013. And they got a record called Wait for Tomorrow, which is back during the 2012-2013. Then they have a song that a lot of you all will know called Temptation, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. I love that record by J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. You want to know what those 3 songs have in common? Those are the only 3 songs on this planet that J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar own together where Kendrick Lamar is actually rapping. What do I mean? Kendrick Lamar was a feature on J. Cole's Born Center album for a record called Forbidden Fruit. Me and my took a little sip down to the garden. Took a little, oh no. Kendrick Lamar only did the hook on that song. Why didn't you give us a verse? I'm just curious. You on a song with J. Cole, why didn't you give us a verse? They once again was on the same song together on Dreamville's mixtape for a song called Under the Sun, where it featured DaBaby, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, even though Kendrick Lamar is not even listed as a feature on the song, and I believe J. Cole's artist Luke. Everybody had fire verses except for Kendrick Lamar. Once again, Kendrick Lamar did not rap. Now, he did have a very important part of the song. And do I believe that the record would be what it is without Kendrick Lamar's part? No, I don't.
I woke up for some money. Hey.
Because what he did in the song was fire. But once again, he wasn't rapping. I woke up for some money. Hey. That's fire, but you didn't rap. Just like Drake said many years ago, when Kendrick Lamar came out with the Control verse, it shook the world up. It shook the hip-hop community up. Everybody was talking about it. Guess what everybody was talking about 3 months later? Not that record. And Drake called it.
And that verse was, he's giving people like moments, you know, like that verse was a moment to talk about. Are you listening to it now at this point in time? Okay. And then it was real cool for like, you know, a couple weeks. But like, if I asked you, for example, like, how does that verse start?
It's true. Right now, or even just 6 months after the song came out, could anybody repeat to you or regurgitate to you, not even the verse in itself, how the verse starts off? I can do it. I don't think you could do it. Then Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole featured again they rapped on each other's beat for Black Friday. I think a lot of you all remember those songs. And in my opinion, I think those verses from the both of them, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad, especially compared to what rap is today from a lyrical perspective. It was great compared to that. But just on a hip hop level, I think it was the verse that was alright. You people are in the moment once again. Why? Because here go Kendrick Lamar. Of all songs, of all people, why are you going at Drake and J. Cole on a Future and Metro Boomin song? Again, bro, it's fire. The verse is fire. The production is fire. But let's transition into out of this surface level into a more esoteric, on a more high intellectual level. Let's go ahead and critique. Here's my next problem with Kendrick Lamar. You hopped on a song, and here's my problem with fans as well. He hopped on a song with Future and Metro Boomin, where Future is spending 90% of the song talking about drug dealing, dope dealers, talking about giving women drugs, talking about fornication, talking about all detrimental things to the community. Nobody cares. Why? Because Future makes it sound good. One thing you can't deny about Future is his talent. That man's flow, his cadence on a beat. This man is, we talk about Drake not missing. Future don't miss, bro. The man is hecka talented. But it's not a coincidence that he's using his talent to talk about terrible things in the community. That's not a coincidence, bro. Why would Kendrick Lamar hop on a song with Future talking about all this silliness, drugs, and all this nonsense and anti-God, to go at rappers, the top rappers in the game? And a lot of you give them passes for that. Here's my next problem with the fans. Why y'all giving Kendrick Lamar a pass? Why y'all not going after Kendrick Lamar? What do I mean? Two things, and I'll end this video. The first thing is his lyrics. Listen, bro, when you in the songs talking about I'm burning tattoos and we snatching chains.
Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not doing any of that. Now, a lot of you hip hop heads are gonna hop in the comment section and say, well, he's talking about metaphorically. He's just sparring lyrically with the artists to get them fired up. And this is hip hop. This is competitive. Yeah, but this is the very thing that J. Cole said in his most recent freestyle.
Too many blessings to be depressed. Went from too stressed to be blessed. Now my new recipe, just keep that for my desk. I don't want it for my breath. I don't want for my fan. Thought I used super glue. How this gun stick to my hand. I don't even tote no pistol, but that sounded so hard. Plus I don't give a fuck about lying. Once I learn the fraud, I'm finna burn these, dog. Bring me that Ernie, nigga, charcoal. I'ma send on the crossroads with the lost souls.
Did you hear what he said? I don't even tote no pistol, but I don't even care about lying once I found out these dudes frauds. I'm about to burn these, dog. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Kendrick Lamar is so talented and so skilled. This man has the ability to get on a record and rap and go at other rappers without talking about things that are unbelievable. Talking some F rap, I go Melly Mel if I have to. No, you won't. Do any of you believe that Kendrick Lamar is about to snatch somebody's chains?
Well, of course not.
Of course not. Do any of you actually believe that he about to burn somebody's tattoos, or even if that's a metaphor for something else? Do any of y'all actually believe that Kendrick Lamar's a tough guy?
Well, of course not.
Of course not. None of us believe that, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can hop on a record and talk about things that you're actually doing. This man talking about like they sliding on people and he be edging the line. He sounding like Drake. You talking about things that you don't actually do. Here's my last problem with Kendrick Lamar and the fans all together. The last 2 or 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, Kendrick Lamar has spent a great deal of time portraying himself to be Jesus Christ. Did you not see the crown of thorns on his head? The iced out crown of thorns. That's blasphemous. That's blasphemous. Don't tell me that's just him saying that he's the king of rap. No, brother. Put on a crown. A crown of thorns? You know what that represents. He not only did that, but he took it a step further, floating across water in all white as if he's Jesus Christ. That's blasphemy, bro. And a lot of y'all hip-hop heads claim to be Christians, and you letting that slide. He is blaspheming our Lord and Savior, and you don't care about it because you're such a fan. Hold these people to higher standards, bro. Y'all willing to ignore that because just to listen to the music. Give us more music, Kendrick Lamar. All of you are sheep. Think on a higher level. Hold these people accountable. Right? Here's my last point. J. Cole, you know that people believe you are my favorite rap artist of all time. Do I believe that you also contribute to the problem in hip hop? Yes, I do. Here's my problem with J. Cole, though. J. Cole understands, and he's talked about it many times in his music, that he recognizes that most people believe and look at him as number 3. Behind Drake and Dot, they threw the bronze at me. Yeah, they think that you're number 3, bro. Rightfully so. And this is, you were my favorite ever. Wayne used to be my favorite until you surpassed Wayne for me once I became a little bit more mature and I understood that you don't talk and glorify as much of the violence as Wayne do. You do it a little bit in your music too. Kendrick Lamar got you beat though. They like to call Kendrick Lamar a conscious rapper, but if you actually listen to a lot of Kendrick Lamar's music, he don't just in an artful way, in a very brilliant way, talk about what's happening in the ghettos and the communities and the hoods. He's just bringing it to the forefront. Kendrick Lamar glorifies it. He also, have you ever heard the song Money Trees? One of his most popular records. He's glorifying it in his music, bro. He's making that stuff look so attractive, so colorful. Nah, brother, you should be talking about the dangers of it. Ensuring that children don't follow behind the same path. The prison pipeline. He doesn't do that. He glorifies it in his music. He does. It's called controlled opposition, confusion. One record you conscious, the next record you glorifying it. Here's my biggest problem with J. Cole though. J. Cole, if you understand that you are considered number 3, Drake is he's the radio hit maker, right? He runs and controls the radio waves, bro. It seems like every time Kendrick Lamar drops, he wins a Grammy. Every project. And whatever that other award he won that starts with the P, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that without even looking at the word. Kendrick Lamar has more awards, as I believe, than either of you two. Drake has the numbers. Statistically, he's like LeBron James. What do I mean by that? Statistically, he's the greatest of all time. He's just running and dominating every statistic, bro. I'm one away from Michael, homie. Beat it. Beat it. That's crazy.
I'm one away from Michael. Beat it.
Crazy. Got more hits than the Beatles.
I got more slaps than the Beatles.
That's crazy. But most people know that Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, regardless of what the stats say. We know that the stats are misleading. You right? Those are like steroids, right? You got the machine behind you. Drake, a lot of people don't look at you as the greatest of all time when actual hip hop heads. They don't put you over Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie. They don't even put you over Kendrick Lamar. They're not putting you over these people, bro. Andre 3000, they're not putting you over these people, bro. That's just what it is. J. Cole, the way that you put yourself in that pier, and again, you may never see this video, but the way that you do it, brother, is you've been talking the last year and a half, 2 years about you the best and you about to kill whatever. You ready for somebody to try you and you the best and you the greatest and can't nobody touch you and they fear you on the low. This is what you saying, bro. You dropping these freestyles, you getting everybody hyped up.
It's powered up. Yeah, said I was finished, but I want another 2 summers. Hall of Famer hungrier than all the newcomers. Swear they compare, but the truth humble. If you're 112, you couldn't do numbers. They tell the label I got A's all throughout mad. That mean I'm keen on the numbers and I count fast. You know it's money that you owe me. Phony and I'm why Queen Phoenix walk the line, I'm about cash. Benjamin Button getting younger as the hours pass. Should do the freshman cover twice, I'm never outclassed. It's not a rap breathing that could outlast. The fall off is like hole dropping reasonable doubt last. We from the south where we learn all about stashing. When prone to shoot first and run their mouth last. And if you run your mouth going outside, whole click getting slid on, you a mouse pad. I'm the one in fear on the low ski. Heard her talking like we peers, but they grossly mistaken, and it's blatant. Crocodile tears, know I'm on a tier that they don't see.
This is the perfect opportunity. Kendrick Lamar laid it out perfectly for you. If you don't respond, you're going to let a lot of us down. If you don't respond, you're going to embarrass yourself as somebody who does this and who has been doing this and who's considered by most and many in the top tier of rap. I need you to come with that hunger. And I mean come straight at Kendrick Lamar. Come straight at Drake if you have to, just to separate yourself. Come like how you came on LA Leakers. This is how they see you, J. Cole. The way that you was on LA Leakers and the way they introduced you.
It's been some time.
Sitting next to arguably one of the greatest of this generation, man. We are here, North Carolina.
Psychologist. So, yeah, I probably struggle with psychology.
Arguably one of the greatest of this generation? The disrespect. I like how J. Cole kept a straight face doing this. Let's be real, bro. J. Cole, you need to come at Kendrick Lamar because you've never done it in your career where you just flat out had a record when you going at somebody. Applying pressure. Started my grind with crime festers. And 9 showing like they in their second trimesters. That's why when homies throw a shot or two online, I pay no mind to they benign gestures. Man, come on, please. I pay no mind. Come on, bro. I got my mind on much bigger things, to say the least. My latest beats sound like they were released by David East. Records is hard. Never pitched hard or played the streets. These dudes whips hard. Behind closed doors, can't pay the lease. Ain't nothing wrong with living check to check, cause most have to. Instead of capping, won't you talk by being a broke rapper? That's a perspective I respect because it's real what it's like to be not just F, but gotta stress to pay the bills. That was me in no weight, seeing no cake, not even on dates. I celebrated my birth. Just did the mental math and calculated my worth. That stuff crazy, didn't know I got more M's than a real Slim Shady video. Big boss, less Rick Ross, more like a wavy hitty yo. Kojima, they tow steamers around a wavy tippy toe. Round crack vials and cold-blooded killers, no reptiles, just projectiles from people salting you, rocking your fresher textiles. I seen best pals grow up and switch. Sometimes over a couple dollars, more often over. I could cap and say that I never scratched my jealousy's itch, but thank God I conquered that. Thank God I conquered that, because if not, I'd never be rich. Envy keep your pockets empty, so just focus on you. If you broke and clowning a millionaire, the joke is on you. Money ain't everything, I'll never say that. But dudes throw stones knowing they sell their soul to get wherever they at. Just know these verses is some stuff they gon' forever play back. Brother, that is J. Cole called Applying Pressure off the offseason. I need you to come with that smoke, just like that, to Kendrick Lamar. Peace.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.